Greetings everyone, and welcome to another episode of First Thoughts. My name is Matt Sella, and this is my non-spoiler review for Wreck-It Ralph 2, otherwise known as Ralph Breaks the Internet. So to kick things off for me, what really worked for me about this movie is that I'm very happy that this time around, sequels often suffer the whole retelling the same story as before, where in this one, delving into a new territory for which the characters can grow. While kind of tying into what didn't work for me was mostly just a nitpick, I was kind of hoping that there'd be a bit more video game Easter eggs and references going on here, but considering it's about going to the internet, it's much less on that, the arcade and all that kind of setting, and more on, obviously, two arcade characters delving into the depths of the internet, so different theme. And in my opinion, that worked really well. It was a fish out of water kind of setting, learning how to navigate everything so that they could reach their goal, while still battling some of their personal endeavors. And again, I think that's what really worked for this movie. It had heart and emotion, as one might expect from a Disney film, but it felt very natural to me. It didn't really feel like it came out of nowhere. For those who know Vanellope Von Sweet and Wreck-It Ralph from the first movie, it kind of matches in with what you might expect from those kind of characters, because they got what they wanted in the first movie, but there's still lingering issues that they may have, and they're addressed in this movie, and I thought it was done really, really well. I also like the sense of humor in this movie. I was a little worried that it might be a bit typical Disney kind of humor, but I was actually very glad how self-aware they were. In many aspects, I think the story is kind of a testament to how self-aware Disney is when it comes to its storyline, plots, and punchlines. I think they handled that part really well. There was a smile on my face for the most part, and there were tiny little things that came up that kind of chipped away at a bigger issue overall that spoke to me on a personal level, so I gotta give you guys major kudos for that. Really made me relate to these characters. And some of the strongest scenes that I think are the princess scenes, which kind of been played to death in the trailers, but there's more to it than that. For some who went to D23, saw extensions of the scenes or various other things like that, and some of the jokes that they got from those, I gotta admit, pretty spot on and hilarious. I will say the other things that did kind of take me out of it again is that I understand that it's the internet, so there's some licensed properties and companies shown throughout the cityscape of the internet, and we saw in the trailer that there's a DisneyGo.com or what, a Disney website thing where you saw the Star Wars, Disney princesses, Muppets, and Pixar stuff, and that was all cool and dandy, but for someone like me, I kind of wish it was like a Roger Rabbit setting where we could have probably just snuck in a Warner Brothers or a Universal property in the background, obviously not on the forefront. It's a Disney movie, that would cost way too much money, but I understand. It's not a big con for me, just one of those things where I'm every time I think of legal issues of what we can and cannot do in a movie, it takes me out of it a little bit. Just a little. But yeah, like I said, any cons I had that didn't work for me, they were just nitpicks, and like I said, I was kind of expecting more video game presence in this one, but it's about the internet. It's about posting, sharing, comments, all those kind of things you expect from social media. Where I think in this case here, I think more the older generation of people will connect with this more because social media is part of our culture, whether you like it or not. So I think there's a lot of connection there that people will be able to have who are part of that older generation. And I think they'll take a pretty solid message from this movie. Those who are not tech savvy, of course, that might detach them a little bit, but that's just how the times roll. Overall, I think I give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's a very solid sequel, another Disney movie that I think is pretty entertaining for a lot of different people. Young, old, it's got something for everyone. And I think it's a very good moral story that it's trying to tell, and it's not over the top or maybe as physical as say maybe Big Hero 6's moral was. I'm not going to delve into specifically what it is, but I think it's something very important that we need to consider every now and then. And that will do it for my non-spoiler review for Ralph Breaks the Internet. Hey, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to give us a like. It will really help us out. Subscribe, ring that bell, and if you saw the movie Wreck-It Ralph, let me know what your thoughts are on the film in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Was the first one better for you? Let me know your honest thoughts. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/GameBoStation, and consider donating as little as $1 to really help us out. It'll keep this show going, running, and we have fun doing it, and we hope you can support us. If you enjoy reviews just like this one, be sure to check out my playlist here, or if you want to watch a random video, click here. And be sure to subscribe. Tune in next time, everyone, when I review something else. To be continued.